This video is for whoever is at TLC that's in charge of making decisions about Sister Wives. I just want to tell you that I have a storyline that I think would be even more popular than Christine leaving. And that is a storyline about the money. Now, this is not new news. We have discussed for a million years that a financial audit would be amazing. But the problem is, how do you force them to do it if they don't want to? Now, what has recently broken, though, has been the story of Dollgate, which is the story that somebody found, that her Etsy, all of that. But it raises a point that I think they could force a storyline on, which is this situation in conjunction with Christine's. So Christine knows how to play ball, and she has been willing to speak up. And when she left Cody, she was like, I'm willing to say it. He favored Robin. And she was the first person to say it outright, flat, as opposed to before when she'd be like, well, sometimes I feel I have jealousy because I feel like he's favoring her, but maybe it doesn't. She finally just said, no, it's the case. That's how it is. And it started this whole house of cards tumbling. He got mad. He took it out on Janelle. Janelle was like, no. And then he was like, well, I don't want to continue to pretend with Mary. And Mary left. Now Christine is suing for child custody. I don't know if that's going to be child custody and support. She has to sue for, I think the suing for custody is just related to like how it's done for child support. But this is a good time that they could go to her and be like, have you heard this rumor about the dolls? You know, McKelty's already spilled that she's very aware of the dolls. My guess is they all knew that Robin was this collector of dolls. Allegedly, I still haven't had proof of it, but we also know that she is a collector of a lot of things. And you don't have to prove that. All you got to do is pull up any shot from inside her house, which is why I think she doesn't like to film inside her house. And you could say she has all this stuff. She has so much stuff. Janelle has said in the show that Cody's always buying assets, pictures and this and that. He has even said, here's all my failed businesses, and he gestures around to the real estate. They have already cracked the door on this. And now is the time that if you want a season that will really knock the socks off of people, you know, they had Christine. They announced that Christine was leaving before the season started, right around when she actually moved from Flagstaff. So it made sense they did it then. That season was gangbusters. I described it as it was like our Super Bowl. I said, you know, this is someone who's watched the show for years. This is my Super Bowl. Great season from her initially saying, I want to leave to actually leaving. And then we had the season with Janelle and Janelle having this big fight and this realization that she was done as well. It looked very different than Christine, which I called. And I said that I think Janelle was going to leave is going to look really different. And then we had a season kind of seeing Mary leave. She kind of at the end of Janelle's season, we had Mary kind of do this thing where she says going to leave. We kind of have her leaving. And each one was a little bit more anticlimactic than the rest, just because Christine's was the one where it really dropped a bunch of bombs. But everyone, this is not a criticism of how Janelle and Mary did it. It just was different. But people are starting to lose interest. I'm interested in Janelle's farm. I'm interested in Mary, whatever she's going to do with the B&B. So they're going to close it down so it's not a B&B. What is she going to do with it? I'm interested a little bit in you know, Christine's Moab place, but I really want to know about the money. And now that it has broken the allegations that she is spending tens of thousands of dollars a year on dolls and dolls' clothing, but we already know the paintings. We already are seeing the Hummels and the Precious figurines and the Christmas stuff. And they've just bought a brand new house. They need to be filming that move like they're looking for hidden gold. Like, I want to see every box being packed. I want to see the stuff. I want to see them unpack. No more of this, oh, they can just film outside by the fire pit, or we can watch Cody fell a tree, or watch them sit outside in the porch. No. If they're going to get paid, I want to see this house and all this stuff that they have. And I want to see how it affects the fact that is Christine getting support from Cody? Probably not. We know that he didn't pay for Isabel's surgery or any of that. But I'm telling you, I think this would be the storyline that would bring people back to the show in droves.